I think I want to thank the organizers of this very important forum, thank my colleagues. Most of them have ambushed. It was only me and Honorable Isuda. So this morning I decided to call a few, and I really want to thank them for coming. Because I talk a lot in Parliament, so I'm not going to talk today. But as Honorable Isuda said, in the 10th Parliament, and Honorable Sophia was there, one of the reasons why we supported that constitution, among others, was because of devolution. So devolution is very dear to our hearts as pastoralists. Very, very dear. Because for many years, our decisions were being made along Harambee House, you know, the National Treasury. That's where we had a system which is very centralized. But today, both in terms of governance decision, in terms of resource decision, it's with our people. Whether devolution has worked or not is a story for another day, and I think we need to have another forum, whether it has worked. But I'm sure, the back of my mind that it's, to some extent, devolution has worked in most of our counties. But if you compare the resources going to our counties, the 14 counties in the pastoral areas, then we need to do an audit. We need to do an audit on the resources and many other issues. Finally, I think sustainable pastoralism is a very, very important statement. And I want to share an experience, my own personal experience. In 2016, I realized in my own, this is my own thinking, that pastoralism is facing serious threats from climate, from insecurity, from urbanization. The biggest threats, change of livelihood. So a lot of our pastoralists were coming to urban centers, to villages. And our leaders were more concerned with creating locations and sub-locations. So we turned our rangelands into urban centers. And then because of climate change, the rain patterns was also becoming very erratic. So we go one step, we get some little rain, then we are faced with a drought, then we lose 60% of our heads. So I realized this cannot work. So I went to Botswana, and I went to the biggest farm in Botswana. Then from there I went to South Africa. Those are where you find serious beef farming and beef feedlot. And in one of the farms I went in Botswana, that farmer was of white origin, was keeping close to 8,000 heads of Borana bulls. And every day he was selling 1,000 at an average weight of 450 kg. And he was selling a life. And he'll tell you, I cannot see you before 2 o'clock. So from 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock, he's selling. Customers on the line. They come who are buying 10, 20, 30, 40. So when I explained to me, I asked him, why are you not putting a slaughterhouse here? Why are you not putting a factory for leather? Why are you not putting for value addition? And he told me, no, don't be very greedy. That's the word he used. Don't be very greedy. Don't take everything. You sell the bulls, allow somebody to put a slaughterhouse, allow somebody to do value addition, allow somebody to sell the skin. So when I came back, I talked to a number of pastoralists, professionals, and investors. And I told them this idea of pastoralism that we have cannot work anymore. Because our animals travel 20 kilometers to get pasture. Our animals travel another 15 kilometers to get water. By the time they come back to the boma, they have lost weight. Because imagine, the camel, the cow, the goat go for 20 kilometers. By the time he comes back another 20 kilometers, the food and the water is not in his body. So most of the investors told me, mainly from my community, I said the private sector must invest. We must show the pastoralists. They must find another market. So in 2017, December, I started the first beef feedlot in Garissa town. The first. And a number of the pastoralist governors, the governor of West Pokot, the governor of Mandera, the governor of Garissa, the governor of Wajir, the governor of Marsabit, the governor of Turkana, went to my farm and I told them, you guys, you have the resources. Can you start feedlots in your counties? Today, if you go to my farm, it's about 5 kilometers from Garissa town on the tarmac. It has power, it has electric fence. I have, at any given time, I have 500 bulls. 500 bulls. And every month, I have a contract to supply 200. And I sell them at an average weight of 450 kg. So I exactly. In fact, the guy I met in Botswana came, took him to Garissa, he saw my farm, and he said, and I sold the same idea to the president. And I remember when I showed the photos to the president, he said, this is the best business to do. Because he's a big farmer. We are calling ourselves pastoralists. President Uhuru Kenyatta, for your information, has got 800 heads of camels. Do you know that? In Taveta. So after I did the beef feedlot, then I went and I said, the people here must see that their leaders are not in Nairobi and Garissa. So I went and I bought 200 she-camel. 200 of them. Now, my she-camels have given birth to another 40. So I have 240. And about 40 kilometers from Garissa, if you go to my farm, these days I hate Nairobi. Every weekend, when you find me in Garissa, I'm going to my farm. After the hectic constituency work, I go to my farm, look at the bulls, go drive to the camels. So one time, at a water pan, some pastorists denied my camels water. They said, no, these camels are many. They're going to deplete. So they said, no. So I was called by the chief that wamekunyima maji. So I told the chief, go tell them that you guys, you have an opportunity because the leader was in Nairobi for many years. Now he has become your neighbor. So when he comes home near your neighbor to see his camels, he'll also come with the sugar and he'll come with the tea leaves. So he told those guys, what is wrong with you? This man could never come here. Now he is your neighbor. So I really want to ask all members of parliament. This is I tell members of parliament, please buy camels, buy cows and goats, be in the rural constituency.
Order, Honorable Duale. I'd like to request you to come and take your seat.
No, I'll come. So, you know, until those of us who are in Nairobi, today the most sought out milk in Nairobi and in the world is camel milk. Do you know that? The most sought out, the most expensive. It's so good to find a latte with the camel milk in Nairobi. Or a cappuccino, you choose. So this is a restaurant, they tell you. Even other Kenyans tell you, unataka ya anagil.